Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to find the volume of a cylinder, and also we will learn how to find the radius and the height of the cylinder whenever the volume of the cylinder is given. Now if we examine the shape of a cylinder, it is made up of two same circles, one at the top and one at the bottom. So I have drawn over here a circle, and you can see from the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle is called the radius of the circle. Now sometimes you may not be given with the radius, and you may be finding problems when you are given the diameter. So hope you all are aware that diameter is actually 2r, twice of radius. So now let us see the formula for the volume of a cylinder. As we know from our practical experience from before, if we try to find out the volume of any surface, we always write down the first thing that comes on our head, length times width times height, right? So now you see over here, whenever actually we talk about volume, we are always encountering something called the area inside the formula. So we can write the volume as area times height, correct? Now we know that in the cylinder, the shape of the cylinder, there is a circle over here. And we know that the area of a circle is pi r square. As a result, the volume of a cylinder would be pi r square h. So this is how you can remember the formula for the volume of a sphere, volume of a cylinder. Now over here you see that we need two important things to get the volume of a cylinder. One is the radius, and second is the height of the cylinder. So now let us label them. If this is a cylinder that is present over here, you can see this is the radius and this is the height of the cylinder. Now let us do an example. Suppose the radius of the cylinder is 3 centimeter and the height of the cylinder is going to be 4 centimeter. Now let us find the volume of a cylinder. So how can we find the volume of a cylinder? Very simple. Therefore we can write that the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Now as we already know the value of r and h, we just insert it in the formula over here as 3 square times 4. Now many people have trouble finding the value of pi in the calculator. To make it more easier, I tell you the value of pi is very easy to find. You have to press shift over here, and you see over here in the calculator exp, at the top there is a pi symbol. So shift pi. So you can see over here the pi appeared in the calculator times 3 square times 4. As a result, you get the volume of the cylinder as 113.09. So as a result, we can write the volume of the cylinder is going to be 113.09 centimeter cube. As you already know that the volume have the unit of centimeter cube. It has to be in cube. Why? Because if you multiply 3 dimensions together, centimeter times centimeter times centimeter, according to power rule, it has to be centimeter cube. Make sure you don't make a mistake on this. Now let us see a problem when the volume of the cylinder will be given and we are required to find the radius with the height given as well. So let us do one more example. So over here, say the volume of the cylinder is 40 centimeter cube, and that the radius of the cylinder is unknown and the height of the cylinder is going to be 7 centimeter. Now, if you are very good in algebra, this is a very easy problem to deal with. So volume is going to be pi r square h, correct? As the volume is pi r square h, we know what is the volume. The volume is going to be 40 centimeter cube. Now if we see the height as well, the height is also given as 7 centimeter. So let us just insert these values. Therefore we can write pi times r square times 7 equals to 40. Now as you can see over here that we see that 7 and pi both are in form of multiplication. So when they go to the other side, they will become division as the basic equation rule. Say for example, you have an algebra like this. 3x equals to 7. What is your next line? X is equal to 7 over 3. Why? Because 3 is in form of multiplication with x. So as a result, it goes to the other side and becomes division. So the sign always flips whenever we change the sides. As a result, we have 7 pi over here, which are in the form of multiplication. So they will go on the other side and become division. So we can write r square equals to 40 over 7 pi. Now, what we do over here is that we see that there is a square present with r. As we already know and have done problems like x square equals to 49, what we do, we eliminate the square by putting a square root on the other side of the equation. So let us do a few more examples. If it is y square equals to 3, we eliminate the square and put a square root on the other side of the equation. As a result, r is equals to square root of 40 over 7 pi. So as you know over here, now we will do our calculation. 40 divided by 7 shift pi, and we square root the answer, and the answer is gonna be 1.34. So we can write that the radius of the cylinder is going to be 1.34 centimeter. Now let us see another problem where instead of the radius, the height is missing. So we can do that problem over here and check that out. Now let me take the same example. At the top, we found the volume of the cylinder with the given radius as 3 centimeter and height 4 centimeter, and we got the answer as 113.09. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do the same problem. Suppose the volume is going to be 113.09 centimeter cube over here, but instead of the radius is 3 centimeter, but instead of height being given, we take the height as an unknown over here in the problem. So we know that the answer is going to be 4 centimeters. So this is a very good problem to check out our skills. So we can see over here that the formula for the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Now we know that the volume is going to be 113.09 centimeter cube and the radius is going to be 3 centimeter. So we will be inserting those values in the formula. So pi times 3 square times height is equals to 113.09. After that, we see over here, I have the value of 9 pi h equals to 113.09. Now over here we see that 9 pi is in the form of multiplication with the height. So we know by the rule of those equations which I have shown you earlier, if something is in the form of multiplication, it will go to the other side and become division. So we can write h is equal to 113.09 over 9 pi. As a result, we get the answer over here as 113.09 divided by, make sure you give a bracket, it is always safe to use a bracket over here, 3.99. So it's 3.999, which is close to our 4 centimeter. So we finally learned how to find the volume of a cylinder with the help of the formula V is equals to pi r square h. We also learned how to find the radius of the cylinder whenever we have got the volume and the height given. And we finally learned how to find the height of the cylinder whenever the volume and the radius is given. So you can implement and solve any problem you wish based on the volume of cylinder.